A Rowlett man is in federal custody accused of mailing hundreds of white powder hoax letters. The FBI says in 6 years that man sent hundreds of letters around North Texas and across the country. Many letters targeting schools and daycares, places of worship as well, with threats and harmless white powder. Fox 4's Zahid Arb is in our newsroom tonight to explain how this suspect was brought into custody. Zahid.
Well, Heather, according to this federal complaint, the FBI believes Truong sent 10 to 40 letters at a time containing terroristic threats or a white powder that looked like anthrax. He claimed links to al-Qaeda, criticizes the government, and for 6 years gave people across the country an uneasy feeling every time they opened a letter. Letters are meant for one person. But for a span of nearly 6 years, the FBI says ones sent from this Garland post office and other places in North Texas delivered fear to the whole country.
Oh, exactly. I don't know who would jerk around with people like that.
According to a federal complaint, they were written by 66-year-old Hong Min Truong from his Rowlett home.
Yeah, you see things on the news, but never right here in our neighborhood.
The complaint says Truong sent 519 hoax letters across the country. Some had a white powder, others threats, which include hijacking a plane from Dallas to hit, quote, NASA Center or Empire Building, and another claiming to chop, slice, dice, and mash leeches and put them in food to let people eat. A 2002 Dallas Police Department report stated that Truong hears voices telling him to do things he does not want to do. The FBI says Truong's letters containing white powder were sent to at least 6 governors in 2008, Lockheed Martin offices in Dallas and Fort Worth, and the Mi Escuelita preschool in May 2012, and a Dallas synagogue, prompting evacuations and costly law enforcement and public safety responses each time.
We believe the sender of these letters.
That prompted the FBI to ramp up efforts to find the mysterious white powder sender by doing something the agency rarely does, revealing a lot of the evidence and its profiling work. But it was letters sent to 28 Boston public schools that led agents to Truong. Prior to sending them, documents show he visited their website, allowing the FBI to track his IP address to this Rowlett home. Last month, law enforcement watched him drive this green Camry to this Garland post office. Letters he sent had the same envelope, position of the stamp, and font as the hoax letters. Last week, officials found a torn letter in Truong's trash addressed to Boston public schools. Someone who identified herself as Truong's daughter answered the door at the home and confirms he was questioned by the FBI this morning, but declined further comment.
What does happen to people like this?
Truong's neighbors say his actions now delivers a strong message.
Oh, they need to know that they are going to have some serious repercussions for doing something like that, so people don't do it.
A spokesman from a synagogue that got a scare from one of Truong's letters in 2012 tells me they're relieved and thankful police finally made an arrest. As for Truong, if convicted, he's looking at 5 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. Heather?
All right, Zahid, thank you.